Hey guys, it's Brian Storm bringing you team builds for the month of March. The first one is the minimum budget, and it doesn't change much from February because a lot of these guys, well, you're not going to find better upgrades for a cheap price, like under maybe like 5K. But I do want to bring your attention to the first line we have here of 3 International Player of the Game cards in Nekas, Kiru, and Anderson. Now, these guys are going to be your synergy plugs that are also, well, pretty damn good, but I'd recommend having them just so that you can activate Silky Smooth, Thread the Needle, and also Rocket Skates. So now, International Player of the Game cards, you could probably get them for under 5K. The problem is they're kind of hard to come by because not a lot of people are really selling them, but also not a lot of people are buying them. So if you find them, it's good, but it's hard to find them in the first place. You don't have to get exactly these 3. Just make sure that they contribute to Thread the Needle or Silky Smooth synergies. Make sure that your center has a decent face-off rating. This guy has 88. Somewhere around 86 plus should be good enough. And it would be nice if one of them is a righty on the left side and the other one is a lefty on the right side. Finally, their skating should be at least in the 90s, but it would be way better if it was higher than that. Moving on, for all of these team builds, you can find the links to them in the description based off of hutdb.net. I'll be going over the prices of each of these cards from now on. And the way that you should be building these teams is, let's say you have 300k, so this is a 220k build, and this is going to be a 320k build. You should probably start with the 220k build, and then add in 80k worth of players from this build, just so that you're not missing out on any of these synergies that are going to be added. So with the 220k build, we have a pretty formidable team, as we're not using any of the gold rare players. So pretty much almost all of your forwards are very fast skaters with really good shots. Down the middle, we'll have Ice Giroux. We're not using his Ruby card right now because it's way too expensive, but with 91 face-offs, he should do a really good job for you there. Getzlaf, even though he has higher face-offs, he's a little bit slower, so that's why we put him on line 2 instead of line 1. This Tavares is absolutely amazing. He only goes for about 10k. Great addition there. And then down here, similar idea where you want 2 International Player of the Game cards that fit these synergies and that are pretty fast. You'll notice for this team build, I have 4 team synergies activated, so we add in Angry Aggressors to increase our stick checking and aggression. And, you know, biochecking and fighting, but no one cares about that. On defense, we try to put in fast players, and we try to put in big players. Blake Wheeler makes a comeback from previous team builds. A lot of this looks the same, but we're also adding in Community Team of the Year, Justin Schultz, who's a 6'2", almost 200-pound monster. He's pretty fast, and we're mostly going to utilize him for the 8 team synergy points that he has to offer us. So this is your 220k build. Now let's go over prices. Pasternak goes for 9k, Giroux 9k, Hall 8k, Point 9k, Getzlaf 20k, Radulov 9k, Marchessault 13k, Tavares 10k, Carlson 9k, Johnson 9k, Zadina 10k, and Abramov 10k. On defense, Jones goes for 12k, Gostisbehere 15k, Wheeler 12k, Kuznetsov 10k, Schultz 20k, and Riley for 10k. Bishop's in net for you guys because we got to make sure you guys have a big goalie, and hopefully it reduces the ice tilt against you. He goes for 13k, and then you have Ty Edmonds, I believe. Bronze backup goalie you can get for whatever. Just make sure that, let's see, he contributes to Angry Aggressors. So pretty much any bronze backup goalie or silver, or any goalie with AA will work for you here. Moving on to the 320k build. So for an extra 100k, this is what you can build. And what's going to happen here is we're going to upgrade our centers with Giroux and Bergeron. We're going to add in Ekblad, and then everyone else kind of so that we can just fill out the rest of the synergies in case we remove someone that was pivotal for for our synergies. So if we go down here, you'll notice now we have 5 team synergies activated. So Concrete Wall will primarily boost our defensive awareness and even strength if you care about that. But I think defensive awareness is the more important one. So the prices here: Pasternak 9K, Giroux 65K, Ben 17K, Point 9K, Bergeron 30K, Radulov 9K, Pavelski, this is a team of the week Pavelski, which I don't usually add in, but I kind of had to, for 11K, Tavares 10K, Bailey for 8K, Abramov for 10K, Getzlaf for 20K, and Johnson for 9K. On defense, Jones goes for 12K, Gostisbehere 15K, Ekblad 29K, Barkov 14K, Schultz for 20K, and Riley for 10K. Finally, Bishop for 13K, and Edmonds for whatever. The next build is for 745K. And in this build, we upgrade a little bit of everything on forwards. So we get much bigger forwards on the left side. We get better centers in Sittler and All-Star Game Sakic. Right side gets a few boosts. We add in Community Team of the Year Horvat. We also add in Defensive Team of the Year goaltender Hiller, who doesn't go for that much, for about 80K. Okay, maybe that's quite a bit, but still, it helps fill in out synergies. And for some reason, Concrete Wall didn't get added here. Why didn't Concrete Wall get added? All right, it's been fixed. But, again, 5-team synergies, and we just have much bigger and better players to offer with this build. Going over the prices, Eichel goes for 63K, Flashback Sittler for 100K, Malkin 38K, Barzal 43K, Sakic 60K, Kucherov 17K, Kessel 25K, Giroux 65K, Hall 35K, Stamkos 19K, Bergeron 30K, Horvat for 40K. On defense, I think all this must stay the same. Jones 12K, Niedermeyer 12K, Ekblad 29K, Barkov 14K, Schultz 20K, and Gostisbehere for 15K. Bishop goes for 20K, Hiller for 80K. So now we put Barkov here on defense. He's a big guy, even though he's a forward. I think he would make a great addition as a defender, especially for the price of only like 14K. He's got great defensive stats. His speed and skating is really the only concerning thing about him, but I feel like that's only concerning as a forward. For defense, 95, that's pretty good. He also has a really good shot, so I like him here. Next, we have the 1.048 million build, a 300,000 coin upgrade from the previous build, where we primarily buff up our defenders and also add in a Zetterberg. I prefer Zetterberg over Malkin just because he's a little bit faster and has a better shot with mostly maxed out stats. You can pick him up for about 75K. On defense, we're going to be using Ruby Klingberg, Subban, Carlson, and Rantanen, who are tall, fast players with decent shots, so that you can score fairly often on those D2D one-timers. I'm also going to throw in Community Team of the Year Chara, who goes for quite a bit, but he will anchor your first defensive line because it'll be very hard to get by him. He's the best defender in the game at 6'9". I already talked about him in a previous video, but almost maxed out skating. His defensive stats are pretty amazing. Just his shooting accuracy isn't all that great. So as long as he's in the defensive zone, he will be doing an amazing job offensively. Maybe pass the puck to someone else. Now the prices for this team: Eichel 63K, Sittler 100K, Zetterberg 75K, Barzal 43K, Sakic 60K, Kucherov 17K, Kessel 25K, Giroux 65K, Hall 35K, Stamkos 19K, Bergeron 30K, Horvat 40K. Klingberg goes for 75K, Chara 190K, Subban 60K, Niedermeyer 12K, Carlson 15K, Rantanen 26K, Bishop 20K, and Hiller for 80K. After this, you're pretty much just going to try to upgrade your defense some more, get rid of Carlson, Rantanen, Niedermeyer if you can, probably with some 94+ overall cards, maybe like Evolution or Team of the Year cards that come out. Finally, we have the max build. Basically, the build where if you have an infinite amount of money that you probably want to have just to have the slightest advantage over your competitors. So with this build, I put the tallest possible players that are near 99 or at 99 overall. So you'll see players like Hedman, you have Chara, Getzlaf, Wheeler. These are the players that are going to stand out from your opponent just because taller players, it's harder to get the puck off of them. It's also be really good defensively with their poke check and their reach. So that's why you want to build a big and tall team. Your smallest players are McKinnon and Tarasenko, who are at 6'0", I believe. You want Getzlaf on your first centering line because he's taller than Yager. Yager's taller than Bergeron, and Bergeron's taller than Iginla, so that's the way I formatted this. There you have it, guys. These are your team builds for March. Let me know if you have any questions. If you need help building your team, I would be happy to assist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.